that. I think we have our guest.
In her glory and her beauty.
So we have got an action-packed edition of Fucking Around with Porn Stars.
Recording in progress.
And we have got a great guest with us today. Sexy Lexy Morgan is with us. She joins us live, as live can get, here on our big program. And Sexy Lexy, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. So tell me and Giovanni a little bit about yourself. How in the world did you get started doing all this crap?
How'd you get into porn business?
In the porn business. That's a great question. Well, first it started off as camming because I figured I've got big tits. Might as well try to make some money out of getting big tits. So did the camming thing and then...
Worked for Dolly Parton. I mean, look at that. So.
Right. And then a few months down the road, people hit me up, including Giovanni, and next we're here. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have managed to build quite the little following over on the Twitter machine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about how this has come about for you.
And also tell us how you feel like that's impacted the pathway of your career.
Honestly, I'm still shocked at how much of a following I've gotten. It amazes me every day how many people I see adding me. It's very not humbling, but it's awesome to kind of see. So, but how it's impacted my career,
yes,
I've gotten a hold of, or people have gotten a hold of me, like Christian XXX. I've worked with him, Shane Diesel. We've had a few conversations. Jeff's Models has reached out. Like a few of the big BBW platforms have reached out because of my Twitter following. So
that's awesome.
Well, it sounds like you're going on a lot of adventures with being in the BBW community. I think that's great. One of the things that you talked about, you said, you start off camming. Do you feel that that's for anybody that's kind of coming into this, or women that are approaching the industry? Do you feel like that's a good starting point? Would you advise that to other models?
Definitely. So camming, I think it helps if you're gonna do a lot of like POV work, and not only that, but just in general. It makes you not as uncomfortable with people watching you come and orgasm and everything else. Like, I don't know. It just it doesn't.
You want to give? I gotta give my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about.
So I mean, I think it definitely helps people come out of their shell and then take the next step if that's something that they want to do.
Yeah, I think going back to it, we ran into each other and everything, and and I remember seeing your cam sessions were quite. You've definitely evolved and grown in both your presentation methodology and how you've worked the camera. What other pieces of advice would you have for, models in general that want to get into it? Because let's face it, you've kind of got a meteoric rise. You've hit the scene and you've exploded on it, and now you're kind of like all over the place. So just give us some more tips and tricks. What are some of the other things you would recommend to first-time models?
Yeah, one of the things is just be yourself. Like, that's one thing. If you're genuine and you're 100% real, like, people are gonna love you. And
I'll agree with that.
Be yourself. What else would I say? Just enjoy the ride, really. If you're gonna
the ride, there it is. Oh my God, enjoy the ride.
And kind of do it. For me, that's the only way I'd ever be here. So
yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. So you're going to Chicago Exxxotica. Tell Jiggy and I which booth you're going to be at, what you're going to be doing, and make sure you list that booth number loud and proud, please.
So booth number is 604, and that is the Sex Work PR booth. I'm going to be bouncing around in and out of there. So I'll make sure to let everybody know that I'll be there.
And for
So,
all of you, safety note, when you see her coming around the corner, her tits will arrive first, so caution.
That's awesome.
Bumps ahead.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah, Lexi, you're one of the very few people in the world where I don't see you first. I see like the boob coming out the side, then boom, there you are.
that's how it's
How
been my
how
whole.
big are those puppies, and I gotta know, when did those things come in? I mean, what were you, like 1 year old? I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, so their eyes.
Holy
Um,
shit!
yeah, and
Holy fuck!
yeah, so I mean, I've been big my whole life, like ever since I can remember.
What, did you
Element.
pop out of the womb with a bra? What what the?
No, no, definitely in elementary school, I started wearing a bra a lot earlier than most girls.
Holy
Um,
shit!
I have to thank my grandma. It's
Well,
kind of
you
weird.
know what? I don't know where Granny is right now at this moment, but props out to her.
She's
Uh,
even had probably like going like this as she's watching me do that. So,
no, she's probably going like this, going, "Girl, I wish I had that much freedom when I was down there with this rack." She's probably doing the same thing. She's probably giving you two thumbs up. And I think that's great. I think that's one of the things that you said. I wanted to kind of touch back. I wrote down here, be yourself. And I want to pull on that thread a little bit. And then Jiggy, I'll let you. Sorry, I've been hogging the time here.
hey, you're good.
But why do you find that so important to be yourself?
because the people that I've talked to, even just some fans or followers from Twitter, like they're like, you're a real person. Like you actually treat me like a real person, and that's really cool. Like you're down to earth, and it's not you're not treating me like I'm just some random person, and you're not just saying hi. Like you're actually carrying on a conversation. It's a good thing and a bad thing to be yourself, but because for me, I personally I have a hard time saying no, and I have a hard time ignoring people.
I'm going to
So
remember that little phrase. Has a hard time saying no, used to advantage. Hold on a second. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
so I feel bad when I don't answer all my messages, and then it just gives me a little bit of anxiety. But I mean, I appreciate everything. So just yeah, being yourself is definitely
Well, I
a
mean, I
great.
know, I know we have yourself. I know you qualify yourself as a BBW. I know we're going to have a few BBWs that are going to be having great adventures at our booth, where
Yes.
the real adventures for BBWs happens, as always, at Sex Work PR booth 604. So Jiggy, I've been hogging it.
No,
Please
you're
take it
good.
away, baby.
You're good. So we have Sexy Lexy Morgan with us today. She joins us live here on Fucking Around with Porn Stars. And we are on YouTube, Skyhawk After Dark Radio.com, all the various places. BitChute, Clout Hub, everywhere. Jiggy Jaguar.info. So Lexi, you have been nominated for. I'm gonna call
I
it
hate
what
using the
I'm
fucking
gonna
name of that
call
thing.
it what it properly is, but as I call it, the Exxxotica Awards.
Which
But it's
has a
actually,
name.
but it actually is called the Fannies, which is so ridiculous.
It's interesting. Remember, Dan watches the
Yes,
show. It's an interesting name.
Dan pays attention to everything that I do,
Apparently
including
now he watches the show, so.
including things that I didn't have anything to do with last year.
Yeah, don't you own the
So
Ice Lounge, don't you?
I own the Ice Lounge. I also am
And
involved
apparently I have a
in
percentage stake in it. I don't know.
apparently me and Patrick Palmer set up photo shoots for Dirty Old Men at hotels in Chicago. So to get back to all this, you've been nominated for an award. Tell us a little bit about all this.
Yeah, so I am nominated for the Whole Lotta Love Award, which is the BBW Performer of the Year. Um, the fans nominated me, and now it's just trying to, I think there's like 20 some days left of voting, and
Yep.
hopefully we'll make it to the winning spot. But just to even be nominated is such a great honor. I know it's a Fanny Award,
Hey,
but
it's still
still,
good.
and
Still
I never
something.
thought.
Take the award. Take the award. Yeah, it is interesting how people get nominated for these things, isn't it, Jiggy? I don't know
It's
how people pull strings these days. I don't know how that happened that Lexi got the nomination. Don't know how that happened.
one of the things that I think is nice about these fan awards.
Yeah, they are fan awards.
Is the fact that everybody does, have the ability to nominate and have the ability to vote. And granted, there are a few of these awards that, as Giovanni and I know, depending on how many hotel rooms you buy,
Somehow you get in.
somehow you get nominated and win an award.
Somehow you can pick who gets into what.
But I think it's
that's conspiracy theory.
I think it's nice that you are in the running and all these things. So, what is the plans for Chicago?
Yeah, tell us a little bit more. You're going to the award ceremony. Who are you taking? What are you wearing?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm wearing yet. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm horrible at shopping. So Giovanni is going to be my date. And then
that sounded like well,
I guess I'm taking
I
old
gotta
man with me.
take him.
I gotta take him. Fuck shit.
no,
That's
no,
awesome.
I love how she said, "Oh, he's my date."
No. I just woke up a little bit ago.
Well, I just think it's great because it would have been so great if you would have said, "Well, I know what I'm wearing, but I don't know who I'm taking."
I don't know who I'm taking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you guys truly outside of this,
That looks fine. Wear that. I'm loving that, but that's just me.
once I'm done here, this is coming off and I'm going into my sweats and t-shirts. So
The grumpy troll sweatshirt that you have from Nina, Wisconsin there.
yes. Grumpy Troll is actually from New Glarus.
Okay, sorry. I think so. What other plans do you have for Exxxotica? Are you making art, as we now call it? Or are you becoming an artistic performer while you're there?
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be bouncing between the booth and making art with lots of my friends.
It is good to make art. I think once we're, I think that's the best way to do it. So tell us, a little bit more about what you have any other than those things. You're going to be at the booth. Are you telling your fan base? How are you informing your fans you're going to be there? What all is it? Just Twitter? Are you using Cam, or how are you working that?
Yeah, so Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. That's how I'll kind of let everybody know when I'll be there.
Okay.
So
That's good. That's good. I like it.
And remember, don't screenshot on Snapchat because then that tells the person.
Yeah, that's right. If you're gonna do it, kids, grab somebody else's phone and take a picture of it.
Wow. That is amazing.
Did you just learn that?
Yes.
No, he did learn that recently.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
He did not know that.
I don't know anything about Snapchat. I don't have a clue about any of that.
He did not know that, and they let him know. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like when people go around saying they're not going to escort.
Oh my god!
And then they put on Snapchat, I am looking to escort while in town, and then then they get mad that people found out, but then they posted it to the whole world on Snapchat. So it's a you don't want to screenshot it, so you get your significant other to take a picture of it. That's how that happens.
So Sexy Lexy is with us this week. So besides all the porn stuff, what is things that you do that are non-porn related?
Yeah, what is the non-porn part of you?
Yes.
Oh, well, I work 2 jobs.
Okay.
Holy shit. Fucking shit.
I work Monday through Friday at an office, and then I work part-time at a gas station on the weekends.
I know I've heard people are concerned about you working at a gas station. Do you fear for yourself, like holdups and robberies? I know some people are concerned about such things.
No, because I can handle myself.
Yeah.
Okay, she's got a gun. Good to know.
I don't have a gun, but I can handle myself. No, I'm fairly good at de-escalating people, so I've got it.
De-escalating.
Yes. Well, we all have mutual friends, and I know you have de-escalated situations for me on my behalf many times. So I appreciate that. You're a fantastic, fantastic assistant. For transparency purposes, for those of you playing the home game, she does work for Sex Work PR. Um,
Mhm.
as an assistant, I would say you are fantastic at de-escalating issues. What do you say is some of the interesting things you've learned working with porn people in general? Maybe that you've even been either A, that you've had to apply your office life to it, or vice versa. What are some funny things you've figured out about people in our industry?
Um, Sometimes it's like high school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, and just people talk and it's you just kind of ignore it and go with the flow.
Yep.
It's some of the funny things. Oh gosh. I mean,
I got one.
talking,
I
okay.
I got one. Speaking of Sexy Lexi, she is often referred to, and I sure hope everybody knows where I'm going with this.
Oh gosh, I probably
She's often referred to as what is it? Giovanni's
big
big.
Big
titty.
titty whore wife, and then you have a pause with glasses.
Now, I was going to be at the booth on Sunday. That was going to be my occupation. Just throwing that out there.
That's
Yeah, she's
awesome.
gonna get a she's just gonna get a shirt that says Giovanni's big titted whore wife, and then just with glasses in tiny little font right below.
Should have like one of those like a plastic thing that points up.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
And then with glasses.
I do find that interesting. So yeah, you did say something which was which I kind of want to pull on. You talk about being a lot like high school. People talk. You know, I think you had gotten a piece of advice speaking that from Alfonso that I know some of us have heard it. Why don't you
Yeah.
share that with the greater community, especially for people that listen because they're kind of interested about our industry. But speak that piece of advice. I don't know if Jiggy's heard it. I really like it.
Yeah. So Alfonso, my good buddy, he told me once when I was gonna go work with somebody, he's like, it's not about what people say or have said about the person that you're working with. It's how you carry yourself and how professional you are. So I've kind of just stuck with that since he's told me it, and it's worked.
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I think that's it too because we all hear stories. There are performers, whether female or male, that have bizarre. They may have had they could have been that they had an expired license when they drove, and that's what they got a ticket for. But then 8 years later, it turns into he was carrying two machine guns into a grocery store after raping a nun. Like that's how far apart the reality is from the story you hear. So I think it's great to get all sides and to go back to what you're saying. It's good to zero in on ignoring some of the background noise because I mean, if you think about it, like even Jiggy and I have been accused of like he's the predator. I'm the pimp.
That's right.
I'm getting the girls for him to be a predator to prey upon, and it's bullshit, And people come up with like they make up fake models that have had bad incidents with us, and they're not real. And so I get what you're saying. I think that's good. So I
That's
think it's
awesome.
one thing. What would you advise then? Would you say on top of Alfonso's advice, maybe to a new young emerging talent? What would be something else about maybe how to maybe not so much avoid it, but what kind of how thick should their skin be?
I would say pretty thick. I mean, definitely my skin is way more thicker than it was in high school, that's for sure. It,
Yeah.
I think that comes a lot with how my life has been outside of porn that has led up to how thick it is now.
Right.
Um, I just I don't care what people say about me. If I know who I am, the people close to me know who I am, so that's all that matters. Um, As far as like how new people should handle it, definitely find someone or some people, a group of friends that are within the industry that you can trust and that you
Yeah, there
can,
you go.
this person reached out to me, what do you think? Or hey, what are your thoughts on this situation? So that's definitely helped me. Um, I reached out to Alfonso, to you, to Christian a few times on things, and so just having those people close to you is always nice.
I think that's a well placed and well said advice. We are running short stints of the show today. So to wrap, Lexi, where can people playing the home game find all that is Sexy Lexi Morgan, and where can they buy your shit?
Yeah, so all of my stuff, they can find all of my sites and links on Linktree. So it's um whatever the Linktree website is,
Oh
I can't
yeah,
think of.
it's
But
so.
it's the Lexi Morgan, and it's Lexxy. Um,
Or
and so
remember, they can also go to www.sexylexywithmorgan.com, and that will forward over to your link tree, as I recall. So just as your name is spelled on Twitter.com,
yes,
and that should forward over to your link tree.
correct. Yes,
Yep.
so that's the best way.
Yeah. So that's you. Just go to sexylexymorgan.com, I think, and then you can just find it from there. And then, and you're on pretty much all the platforms, as I recall. I'm looking now. Check. Yes, Sex Panther.
Yep,
Yep.
Six
Chatterbait,
Panthers,
Stream It.
Loyal Fans, OnlyFans,
All the
uh,
fans,
All the
basically.
fans, as
All the
they say.
fans.
just joined Sheer, so
All right. Make sure to get that on there.
yep, I gotta
You
get
know.
that out. So
All right. All right. Well, listen, Lexi, it was a pleasure having you. I'll let Jiggy close us out.
So this has been fun. We have attempted to do this like 3 different times, so I'm glad we
yeah,
finally got this done. Sexy Lexi will be a part of Exxxotica coming up very
Booth
soon.
604, Sex Work PR.
And Lexi, thanks for making some time for us and coming on
And you look beautiful as
and
always.
chatting with us.
thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. All right. Thank y'all very much. We're out.
So we're gonna do this because